What's happening, everybody? This is DDM's Realm here. Gonna run through some Neverwinter stuff. I used to just was twitching or streaming to Twitch, but haven't been getting a lot of attention here, and you guys seem to be much more interested here on YouTube. So I'm trying out my first YouTube stream, see how it goes. So if there's any issues, shoot me a chat if you're in here, or you can even send me a message in game if you see me run around. I am on my character of the namesake of my account, Karnor, Karranor. Today I want to run through the Siege of Neverwinter. I know it's a little bit late, it's been going for a few days, but it's still not too late to catch up and to see all the tips and tricks that you can use to make the most out of this particular event. Siege of Neverwinter, you can click on it, of course, with all of these things over on the side, get a little bit of a rundown of what you can get from it. You can get mounts, you can get companions, you can get some decent enchantments. There's quite a few things, actually, that comes from this event. As always, go ahead and come up to the event DS here and talk to him, check him out, see if you have any quests.
Alright, you notice that I don't have any quests on here, but you should be able to get a quest from this person that you can turn in down below. There's lots of information you can look at, and I will let you check that out as you see fit. So we're going to go into the store here and see what kind of items that you have. There's a artifact, there's a mount, there's a companion, there's also some fashion gear, as well as a few things that you can get, which is pretty cool for like your guild and like the Battlefield Scavenger Pack that allows you to get more currency basically from this event. So you can see that there is a writ of commendation. That's probably the biggest thing people will be after because you could only earn those one a day from the daily quest unless you turn in these medals of heroism to get more. So if you happen to get in the event a little bit late, that's one way to kind of catch up on your time. But don't fret too much because they run this 3-4 times a year, and you'll get your chance next time if you're not able to save up enough for that Champions banner. You can see there's also right here is the guild one. You grab some vouchers by turning in some of these medals of heroism. Real nice thing about this event is that you can pick up these vouchers for guilds. In most other events, you can't get these vouchers for your guild, so it's really nice to be able to pick those up. You also get these the like dragon coins, and then you can see that there's a bunch of die packs, some glyphs. Those are good for overload slots. There's a cart you can buy for your professions to make defense supplies. I can show you that here in a little bit. And then there's this quartermaster's enchantment. Real good if you're new to the game. Gives you lots of low end gear and items and stuff, but not so great if you already have a bunch of that. You probably should upgrade to like a dragon horde enchantment to feed yourself enchantments or refinement stones instead of low end gear.
Neverwinter.
So let's head on down here. You can check out the defense supplies person that you're going to want to make sure you talk to. Just down here by the main marketplace area. Got to get his little thing to pop up so you can talk to him. Come on. There he goes. Alright, donate relief supplies. Those defense supplies. This is what you're going to be able to throw on here. You can see there's 1, 6, or 12. I suggest you just save up till you get 12 to donate it. It's the biggest bang for your buck for the Dragon Cult insignias and the medals of heroism. You can earn these through HEs. You can craft these. You can get them multiple different ways, as well as a guild quest I'll show you here in a bit. Then once you turn those in, that chest will light up and you'll be able to get them. So if you look here, this is the Siege Defense temporary profession. There's lots of different ways to make the defense supplies. If you have high-end ingredients, you can go ahead and use those. Or you can try to use the low-end stuff, which is a little bit more economical if you don't have the money or already have the crafting supplies in your inventory for the higher end stuff. You can see you can make a variety of defense supplies per attempt. You only get one profession person to do that, so go ahead and pick the best one you can, because you can only run basically one siege defense effort at a time. There's even some high level ones that you can use down here at the bottom. Really, the greater injury kit I think is the best. Economically, you can buy those greater injury kits, and you can get 3 out of those. So if you want to work on getting those defense supplies so you can get a bunch of medals and insignias, go ahead and keep working on those. Let me show you the guild quest real quick. There's a single quest you get at the very beginning, but you can only do it once. That'll get you some defense supplies. That'll prompt you later to have a daily that you can do. Super easy to go in here and do this to work on your defense supplies. Also, a nice thing to do, even if you're not using the defense supplies, you can sell them, and real easy way to make a few extra AD for the day.
Oh, hello, adventurer.
So you talk here to the Master of
I have a few
Coin, get
adventuring
to
things that you
send
can take
aid to
care of.
Neverwinter.
Are you interested?
And then what you're going to do is you're going to look around your guild here and talk to whatever guards pop up. There's 2 or 3 different sets of them. Once you figure out which sets they are, you'll be able to know which guards to run to. But what you're going to want to do first, if you don't know which ones they are, check each entrance to the guild. Check this little outer hallway that's around here. Right up here, there's one that kind of hides that I've noticed people forget. So you want to make sure you talk to that guy. There's one down here around the corner that you can look for. Like I said, it just kind of depends on which set you get for the day, and that can change from person to person. There's that guard there. You want to look out here on the outside, see if they're over here. Then we can cut across. There is nobody over there by the guild area. You basically just want to search that other section out there. Even where the temporary vendors can be is a good place to go. I think there's a guard out there that spawns every once in a while. Alright, so let's go ahead and shoot over to the Siege Battlefield. This is where you spend most of your time for the Siege of Neverwinter. The dragon cults attacking this area of the city, and you've got to fight them off. This is a cool little zone here. Go ahead and talk to General Sabine and get the Siege of Neverwinter quest.
The cult of the Dragon's
You can
army
note
has
that
breached
this
Neverwinter's
has
outer
the
wall,
Writ of
and now they're
Commendation
killing
here,
all
and
their
that's your
forces
kind of
here
once a
to
day
break through
currency
into
that you'll
city.
get. And you'll notice a few other Tyranny of Dragon campaign currencies you get as well. So once you have her quest, look around. There's going to be heroic counters that spawn up everywhere. Like this time, there's a counterattack that we'll go do. This is just a bunch of dudes. Or no, this is counterattack is when Neverwinter fights back. Let me show you this little mining tunnel here. A lot of people don't know this exists. It's this cool little tunnel you can jump into, and it throws you to the kind of back side of the zone. Nice way to move around, get around crowds or mobs if you don't want to fight your way to the back, because this area can get pretty full of enemies depending on how loaded up your zone is. But for now, we'll run down here and we'll fight this HE. I'm on my ranger here using area of effect attacks. Really the best way to go for being in here, because you can get Dragon Horde coffers, but you can also snag vouchers, just about any kind of voucher that there is in here, or for guilds you can get in here. So using area of effect stuff, high damage, is super important if you want to try to farm those as well, which can be pretty difficult actually if you're in a busy instance. If you're going to be farming those vouchers, you're going to want to jump into a low population instance if possible. But the best idea is just kind of sit back and spray the enemies, and hopefully you can get kill shots on them and get them to drop vouchers for you. In here there are vouchers for all the treasure vouchers, including, you can also get influence vouchers, gem vouchers, actual diamond vouchers, labor vouchers, It's quite nice actually. You're not going to get any of the shards here, um, but you can really rack up on the vouchers. Works a lot better though if you're soloing or a low population server and running around just killing the little guys and not actually fighting the big bosses and stuff. Oh, and these HEs, they have uh, an enchantment you can get as well as the cult insignias. Oh, we got the cult general coming out here. So this is the boss for this particular encounter. Um, if you're lucky, you can get a group of people that are farming along with you and keep those bosses alive longer, and their waves of reinforcements will keep on popping out, which is pretty cool if you're trying to get those vouchers. But it's really hard to get people to do that. They usually kill the bosses right away, and that kills the whole encounter. So I suggest probably going to a high population area if you're not already in it. Get your 2 HEs done, and then you can jump to a low population instance to farm those vouchers. So see, we have some catapults that popped up here in the back. It looks like it's another one of the interesting ones. Again, when you're farming this, you really actually want to not focus on the catapults too much. Just fight all their guards, and you'll get a bunch of mobs out here that you can start hopefully getting some vouchers from. It's not doing really good right now. Again, I think you only get vouchers if you are the one that kills them completely. So if a couple people hit something to drop it, then you won't get a voucher from it. But even when these suckers are up, I'll go through and I'll fight these little groups like this because everybody else is fighting the HE, and then you can work on getting a few of the vouchers around the HEs since these mobs are being pretty much ignored. Oh, here's a bunch of them. Let's see if we can pull one out of there. So whatever you're playing Rangers pretty good. Anything with AE works out pretty good. Most characters actually have a few different area of effect powers that you can get. So load those up, even if they're not completely maxed out. They're worth having as only a 60th level zone, especially if you're over 60th level. Your item levels and everything else, even with lowly up or low ranking powers, will do lots of damage, put the hurt on these guys. If you don't have any of those, try for good mobility stuff, so you can jump from mob to mob, take them out quick, and try to take these suckers down so you can get those vouchers for your guild. Hope the devs are looking at how much we enjoy the vouchers for this, and maybe add some voucher loot to some of the other events they do. That'd be really nice. Man, I think these white dragon wings are like the worst mobs ever. So this is going to clear it out here. We'll throw some bigger booms down. Try to shoot them through. There's the reinforcements. Man, I'm not seeing any vouchers drop. Of course, as I'm talking about this voucher farming, I can't find anything. Trust me, I promise they drop in here somewhere. Get one of these guys. Spray them good enough. Well, there's number 2 down. Oh, I think we see a voucher. Yep, there we go. Got some fade treasures there. Oh, and you can see I even got some defense supplies with this particular heroic encounter. It's even a green one, so that's pretty nice. You can get medals of honor, and I think we've even seen writs from these, but I don't take that to the bank because I don't know for sure.
So once you get 2 of the heroics done, go ahead and go back and turn it in. And that way you're sure and you don't forget about your daily writ, because that's really the hardest thing to get.
You fought.
So you got your writ accommodation, you're good to go. But this instance is really full, so I'm going to look for an instance that hopefully is all but empty. Bummer. So, depending on the time of day, depends on how well you can find yourself alone. Now is not a good time. It's a busy time, and it's getting busier, so the instances fill up. So I try to grab a high instance number, because those fill up last as people come in. But you can see I had 10 on each of these, which is just not good. So now if I'm farming, I'm going to go around and I'm going to try to kill groups all by myself. And then as I get the kills racked up just in my name, then I'll have a lot better chance to get, holy jeez, lag's terrible, a lot better chance to get writs. But this is not looking great for writ farming right now. So if I wasn't shooting this video, I'd just leave and come back in an hour or two, or do the farming itself when it is not as busy. So you see there's coffers that come out here, which is kind of nice. There we go. Finally launched up. There's a voucher. So really, this place has a... There you go. Look, I got a voucher per encounter. That's much better. So there's equipment. Ooh, there's 3. There's equipment, frozen. So you can get Fey, you can get Dark, frozen, you can get Tyranny. Tyrannies are the most, but you can also get actually gems, labor. You can get astral. You can get all kinds of stuff. The only ones I haven't seen are food, the actual construction material stuff. So I've not seen wood, not seen gems, not seen metal, not seen stone, but I've seen all of the other ones. You can even get influence vouchers in here, which is pretty cool. The influence and the gems drop much rarer than the treasures themselves, but you're able to grab all the treasures. Alright, well I think that's pretty much it. Gives you a rundown of how to go through and farm all this stuff. As you're working through, make sure if you want those defense supplies, keep working on your profession here, because you'll only be able to do one at a time. And if you're really looking at doing that, there is a cart that you can buy in the campaign store for this, or the event store for this. And then that'll give you a blue cart, let you go a little bit quicker, better chance to get the high-end one, I think. Let's double check that real quick, make sure I'm right. So yeah, so I've got the cart that increases quality, but that doesn't seem to make sense. Why is that there? Ah, there you go. So the higher end ones actually have a chance to produce a little bit more, it looks like. Sorry, I haven't been messing with those. So yeah, so that might be a reason to do these ones that are a little bit better. But still, 24% chance is not a really good chance. And you're likely will end up spending a lot more, because everybody else will be buying up this stuff to get these defense supplies built. And even if you don't want any of this stuff, defense supplies is actually a decent thing to make and just sell. So it's a good way to kind of convert your gold to astral diamonds. Alright, well hopefully this stream went well, and everything sounded okay, and it recorded fine. Quick little guide on how to run through here, make the most out of it. Let's see if there's a better instance on here. Yeah, we're thinning out. So like if I'm looking at here, I would go to 55, because it's likely that 55 is going to get people after 32 will get it. Pretty sure that's the way I've seen it work. Anyway, good luck farming the Siege of Neverwinter. Hope you can get all your items. Hope you found this helpful. If you do, please share it with your friends, guildies, fellow players, and check out many of my other guides. I have lots of YouTube videos. Also have a website, ddmsrealm.com, that has a bunch of other guides on it as well. And yeah, if you enjoy them, become a patron. That would really appreciate it. Well, good luck, and thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Shoot me any messages on what you think of this stream versus the Twitch stream. Alright, take care.